All right, Friday. It's all happening. Let's fucking do it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to America's finest cat piss theater. Who knows how many times I get pissed on a night? Let's find out together. Thank you for joining me. Hell yeah, Friday. Gonna do what we do here in Kill It tonight. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Nothing to report. Didn't do anything productive yesterday. Played me some Borderlands 3 in VR. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. But it's frustrating. Works real good at first. And then you load it up the second time, and you have to spend like 2 hours to get it to work again. It's not very consistent, but fun. And that's all I have, folks. Thanks for joining me. Good night. No, just kidding. So let's go ahead and kick the show off, folks. As usual, Super Chats are open. You guys know what Super Chats are? It's really the lifeblood of the show. We would die without it. You don't want the show to die, do you? Some of you probably do. Anyway, over here is the $sign. Click this. It pops up. See what happens. Super Chat, make your message stand out. Then you're like, hey, how much do I want to donate? $500. That's what you want to donate. Just believe me. Just do it. It'll be awesome. Anyway, Super Chat me, and I'll read your words at halftime and the end of the show. Appreciate you. And all right, let's go ahead and kick it off, folks. As usual, another depressing goddamn week. Fascism in full force. Starting to seem like it's pretty fucky around here, y'all. It's Chud Watch. Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud. Then make fun of them. Woo! I said goddamn woo! Get excited, everybody. We're going to have a great show tonight. And first off, Trump. White House is tipping off Wall Street executives. Of course they are. Insider trading. They've been doing that from the very fucking beginning. Trump's got a light switch. He flips the tariffs on. The economy crashes. He makes money by shorting stocks. He flips the tariffs off, light switch off. Economy goes back up because the economy doesn't like tariffs. It just wants to be able to buy shit. I still can't believe that we have American surcharges now. Every time I go look at the Pimax Crystal Pro and it says Americans only got to pay another 95 motherfucking bucks for the same shit everybody else in the world gets for 95 bucks cheaper. I'm like, I'm supposed to be a privileged white American motherfucker. I'm not supposed to be paying more. I'm supposed to be paying less. This is all topsy-turvy anyway. Apparently he's telling everybody, hey, we got a close deal with India. We're going to ship all the Chinese jobs to India. I thought they were going to import them to America and revitalize American manufacturing. No, we're just shipping everything to India, I guess. We're all best buds with India now. So anyways, we're telling the Wall Street insiders, hey, whatever stocks are going to do well, if India does well, you might want to buy those because gangbusters, you guys going to make $1 trillion, trust me. Hey, I guess we found out about it. So if you guys out there want to do some investing, maybe invest in some Indian stocks. I don't know which ones, like Curry. I don't want to be racist. Musicals. I don't know. I'm going to stop right there. Forehead dots. I'm done. I apologize. So then, past 8 hours alone. All over the fucking place. Holy shit, Venture Fan. I think that's one of the most amounts I've ever got. Oh my God, I told you to do it and you did it. Oh my God, he did it! Everybody, I'm not even going to read it yet, but give love to Venture Fan. What an amazing gesture. Anyway, just the past 8 hours alone, reduction to 50% tariffs on China. Then the White House said, never mind, back to 145%. And then auto tariffs, everybody's getting auto tariff exemptions. Then nobody's getting auto tariff exemptions. And the White House said, never mind, might even go higher than before. Might be $1 trillion tariffs on everybody. We might just stop taking goods whatsoever from the other countries. You guys just better do what you can. Make do with what you can with whatever you get from America. You think any CFO is going to sign off on Cap Expo project in a country this unstable? Of course not. Nobody's going to bring manufacturing to this country. if they don't know if they're going to be able to get their parts from other countries without huge tariffs on them. Not like any manufacturer can move everything they need 100% for their business to this country. They can't do that because they're all depending on other companies, right? Small companies, which give us a lot of our little dinky items and shit, they can't move to America. So anyway, price is going to go up. Nobody's going to come in here and invest in this country. Why the fuck would they? The market hates uncertainty. Meanwhile, China canceled 12,000 tons of pork. Oh, the poor piggies. China canceled 12,000 metric tons of United States pork shipments amid high-stakes trade standoff between the superpowers. I guess Australia gonna be selling all their pork. Too damn bad, I guess, American farmers. But of course, we are the biggest suckers and losers on the planet. So we're gonna have to bail out the farmers too. You're gonna have to buy more, spend more to get products from other countries. We're going to bail out our own farmers. They get us coming and going, folks. But hey, that's what we deserve. We allowed ourselves to get stuck in a system where 25% of people vote for suicide, and then we all just have to fucking die, right? The whole world has to die. You don't even have to vote for it. Just 25% of people in America vote for it, and the whole world has to die. Seems bad, but whatever. The end of the American empire as we know it. And then China, I told you guys on the last show, returned 2 Boeing jets valued at $55 million. With $69 million in tariffs applied, the cost per plane increased to $124 million. Imagine if you bought something for $55 and they sent you a bill for $124. You'd be like, fuck that! I don't even want to buy the headset that's $95 more. It's an $1,800 headset. I'm like, another $100? No one else had to pay this but me? Fuck that. Fuck that. I'd rather not have it. So I guess it's good for consumerism, I guess, if you want people to buy less. Anyway, Trump's all like, Boeing should default China for not taking the beautifully finished planes. You jacked the fucking price up by more than double, okay? You can't jack the price up by double, idiot, and expect people to buy it. It's all your fucking fault. Anyway, not going to take any responsibility, of course, not the Trumpian way. Let's check in with the Dow Jones. Flat today. It was up $20, but that's basically zero. $20 is nothing. As you can see this chart. Still, we had a pretty good boost this week, but don't let that confuse you. This month, we're still down 2,400 points, and since Trump's been president, 2,278. So we've lost the first quarter of this year already, even if it goes back up tomorrow. 2,400 points. We'll still have lost a whole 4 months this year. We should be 800 points up instead of 2,400 points down. But art of the deal, baby. Only the best and brightest. Meritocracy. And then Wall Street Journal, who is a right-wing rag, even they are calling Trump out. Trump not liking this. Trump's been bitching about it to Rupert Murdoch. Literally owned by the same people that own Fox News. Another harsh reality is that China called Mr. Trump's bluff and seems to have won this round. When Mr. Trump imposes his tariffs in the first term, President Xi Jinping retaliated with some restraint and sent a delegation to negotiate the trade deal. Anyway, as always, Trump poop his diapers, and we all have to fucking smell it. But don't worry, folks. According to Trump, who is a totally honest person, they're negotiating with China. Yeah, you might not be hearing about it, but it's all secret and shit. China! They are ready to negotiate. Hey, you don't believe me? Let's listen to him. And if you listen real closely, he sounds really honest here.
Question on China. Can you clarify with whom the U.S. is speaking with China? They're saying it's fake news that trade talks are happening.
Well, they had a meeting this morning, so
the guy asked him, hey, China's saying fake news. They're not negotiating in any way with you, even though you continuously say they're negotiating. Who's lying?
With China, they're saying it's fake news that trade talks are happening.
Well, they had a meeting this morning, so I can't tell you. It doesn't matter who they is.
They had a meeting this morning. Who's they? I can't tell you. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. But trust me, all types of meetings, just because I can't tell you or give you any information about it whatsoever, doesn't mean I'm lying my mushroom dick off.
We may reveal it later, but they had meetings this morning.
So many meetings, all of the meetings happening. We may, at some point in the future, tell you about it. But right now, we can't on account of massive lying. Massive lying. And then, yeah. China saying, false, we are not in any way negotiating with you. They sent multiple messages out. China urges Washington to stop misleading the public. Yeah, good luck with fucking that. China's foreign ministry urges Washington to stop misleading the public on bilateral trade negotiations. The United States and China are not engaged in conciliations or talks on tariff issues, they said. And I can't believe we're in a timeline where I have to believe China over our own fucking president. That's how grim things are. But I do believe China over Trump because, like, for obvious reasons. And then Trump, they said, hey, you said you was going to make 90 deals in 90 days. That's what you said. That's why you had to destroy the economy. That's why you had to do the art of the deal and go tough on the other countries because you was going to get 90 trade deals in 90 days from the other countries. And Trump's like, I did it. I got 200 deals, 200 trade deals with other countries, even though there's only 195 countries on Earth. Somehow Trump got deals with more countries that actually exist. That's just how good he is, baby. And people were like, what countries? What countries are you making deals with? And he's like, well, I can't tell you. You wouldn't know them. They go to another school. They're from Canada. The country's name is George Glass. Yeah, it's a new country. Nobody's ever heard of it, but I made 200 deals with George Glass, the greatest country ever. So good, yeah. All the deals, folks. Too good to be true, but I still believe it because it's Trump. U.S. consumer expectations in the steepest slide since 1990's recession. Oopsies. A closely watched poll of consumer morale from the University of Michigan has found that economic expectations have fallen by a precipitous 32% since January, which they say is the biggest 3-month drop since the economic downturn 35 years ago. Nobody happy about it, folks. But hey, this is what you voted for, right? Eggs, the price of eggs. Trump, so good with the economy, even though Trump literally destroyed the economy the first time, literally bankrupted casinos. Horrible in every way. There's no evidence that he was even a billionaire or a multimillionaire when he became president. Seem to be lying about that. Almost all his profits came from the Apprentice TV show. But no, folks. The genius Americans voted for suicide, and you get what you vote for, motherfuckers. And at this point, I really can't tell if they're trolling or not, or if they believe this, or, if this is supposed to be a comedy. Anyway, when you realize Trump is crashing the economy on purpose to force the Fed to cut interest rates and make the American dream affordable again, remember, he is playing chess, not checkers. That's not how any of this works. All right, first off, if Trump cuts interest rates, okay, that does make it cheaper to get, like, car loans and housing loans. But to do it the way he does it, that doesn't make things cheaper for you, folks. 30% across the top, pretty much on tariffs and inflation from the destruction of the dollar bill, which is down 10%. On top of that, the bond markets, what we're having to pay in rates accelerating, meaning we're having to pay trillions more over the next 10 years just to refinance or finance our current debt. So none of this, 0% of it making anything cheaper for you, quite the opposite. I'm just going to assume that this is rage bait and you got me. But so many people are saying shit like this, you can't tell anymore. Idiots have no clue what the fuck's going on. They just believe things are getting better because Trump continuously tells them egg prices are down a 1,000,000,000%. Everything is down, but it's not. Everything is up. Inflation going through the roof, and it hasn't even really started yet, folks. Hold on to your britches. And then a very rapid drop in domestic demand is hitting airlines. Another thing that's going to destroy our economy is the tourism industry. Just on top of every fucking thing else, it's a snowball. It's going to run us the fuck over. Southwest American and Alaska were the latest airlines to express caution about the rest of the year amid flagging demand for domestic flights. This isn't even in foreign tourism. This is just domestic tourism. Nobody can afford to go anywhere. People are losing their goddamn jobs. Nobody has any confidence in the goddamn economy. So they're holding on to their dollars. And yes, this will be good for inflation, to be honest with you. I mean, this will. All the tariffs won't be. The 10% lower dollar won't be. But if nobody has any jobs and nobody has any money, that's good for inflation because the the less amount of money that is in the economy, the better it is for inflation. So I guess if you destroy the economy, both gas and inflation will go down. And not really the best way to do that, in my opinion. And then they're telling me, so many people from other countries are saying they're not coming here. Tourism from around the globe to America down precipitously. We become a pariah state. People are frightened. So many people from other countries have come here and been mistreated by ICE. They're scared they might get disappeared to a concentration camp. Or even despite that, they don't want to come to this country where Donald Trump is the fucking president because they don't like us anymore. So what does Trump think about this? Are you worried at all about all the evidence that tourism is dropping hellaciously in this country?
It'll work out very
Do
easily.
you think some people are scared to come here because they hear the stories of tourists who are detained for a few days
No.
or even a week or two?
No, we treat our tourists great. We're the tourism capital of the world. There's no place like this. And there may be a little bit of nationalism, but I doubt it. I actually doubt it.
I doubt it. No problem whatsoever, baby. Hey, everybody says that it's going to cost us $9 billion a year. I mean, all the airlines are saying people are cutting way back on flights. Even the other countries telling us directly, we're not coming here. We used to take vacation to America all the time. We're not coming. But Trump just sticks his head in the sand, right? Which doesn't give the economy more certainty, more confidence. It just lets everybody knows that no matter how bad things get, he's going to pretend like things are just fucking fine and never make any changes whatsoever. So no reason to come here. No reason to invest here. And they're not going to, folks. Who can blame them? And now, folks, they're making videos making fun of America, making fun of American tourism. This one was pretty funny. The gist of this video is if travel influencers talked about the United States the same way they talk about less developed nations. Let's have a look.
Would you dare visit this dangerous country? Currently on multiple travel advisory lists and boasting some of the highest child death rates, this is the United States. Visiting here could risk detainment, but is it worth it? I got to try some excellent local delicacies such as green juice, which locals rely on due to so many chemicals in the food here. Corporations and landlords own everything and you can always be replaced. Still, beautiful landscapes exist here, but they were acquired through murdering local populations. Now in the US, I risk censorship saying that, as woke opinions is on its way to becoming a criminal offense in the United States. And there are so many cute dogs here, many of whom have more rights than women. Sometimes you'll come across ugly sights in neighborhoods that contain violent people. Due to underfunded and lack of public transportation and infrastructure designed around cars, the people here are isolated and starving for intimacy, which makes them kind and wanting to have fun. If you want to witness history in the fall of democracy, I highly suggest the US. Let me know in the comments. Are you brave enough to visit?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to escape. Don't come here, folks. Pretty funny. I like that one. A little too on the nose, though, to be honest with you. And so many MAGA tears, folks. All the maggots crying. Department of Government Efficiency. President Trump, Elon has done a fantastic job, to which Joey the social bug says, I voted for this. Now I'm a vet in the code. The Trump administration has laid off the entire staff of a $4.1 billion program that helps low-income households nationwide pay for heat. No more help for heating assistance. This is not right. I mean, have you just considered like freezing to death? I already almost said starving to death. Either way, whatever you have to do to death. 2 pieces, you say. Whatever has to happen. I mean, you are not smart to live, so maybe make alternative arrangements. Thank you for your service, but die now quietly. And so many tears, delicious tears. MAGA patriot. I do support President Trump. Well, there's your first fucking problem. Please listen carefully. All right. The student loan debt you are going after put my daughter in tears. Oh, you voted against your daughter's own best interest? Wow. She should disown you. Her credit score dropped and she voted for you, sir. Oh, she's a dumbass too? Okay, well, I don't give a fuck what happens to either one of you. I hope you both go bankrupt and then have a suicide pact. That's all I'm saying. She doesn't have a job. Good. I hope she never gets one. And still lives at home. I hope she never fucking leaves. You deserve each other. Where's my stimulus check? Oh, my fucking God. They literally believe they're getting stimulus checks. They literally believe Trump's about to send each one of them $5,000 in stimulus. You fucking idiots. He's not going to do that. All he's doing is getting rid of everything to justify his tax cuts for himself and his rich buddies. And they're not going to cut enough to even pay for the tax cuts, okay? They're going to pay for maybe 1% of the tax cuts and then put the other 99% on your child's credit card, on your grandkid's credit card. And you don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about their lives. You don't even give a shit about your own life, right? But they keep going with this bullshit. Yes, and waiting for arrest of the criminals stealing our tax dollars. Yeah, Trump's going to arrest himself any second now. Americans who have supported Trump need their stimulus ASAP. Yeah, keep waiting, motherfuckers. Hold your breath till it comes, please. Illegal aliens and woke Democrats have been stealing our money for decades. Yeah, that's who's been stealing your money. Not the oligarchs. Not the people who have more money than fucking God that they can't even spend in 1,000 lifetimes. No, it's poor-ass illegal aliens and us Democrats who just want health care. It's our fault. We need help, and they need to be arrested. Yeah. I won't say you need to be arrested because even though I think you're a dumbass, I will fight for you, okay? I will fight for them not to round you up and send you to the concentration camps just because you're dumb as dog shit, all right? Stupidity shouldn't be a crime punishable by a lifetime in prison. But if it was, better watch your ass. And then Treasury Secretary, President Trump recognizes that economic security is national security. And Randy says, what manufacturer wants to come to the U.S. after all this crap? There's zero uncertainty. Tariffs will be there or not, right? He keeps changing his mind every 10 seconds. Nobody wants to invest here. And stuck in the middle says, my company just closed their American offices and laid off 82 people. We found 3 new customers in the EU, and we are shipping all our production to them. I voted for Trump, but this is insane. Oh my God, I wish you would have just gone out of business. Too bad you have to burden EU with your stupidity. And one moral maggoteers for tonight. Damn it, sir. I voted for you. And I know what you're doing needs to be done. It doesn't need to be done. None of this needs to be done. 0% of this needs to be done. All he had to do was stay out of the way. He could have golfed. Yes, it would have cost us $20 million a month for him to golf. But he could have just fucking golfed and everything would have been fine. The stock market would have kept going fucking up. Would have gone to the goddamn moon. All right? None of this needs to be done. But if you think it does, then whatever happens to you, good. More of it, please. But it's hurting us little folk. Yeah, I thought you were going to hurt other people. I thought you were going to hurt the trans and the browns. I'm white, Trump. You weren't supposed to hurt me. And I just got laid off. Good. And don't know how we are going to make it. I hope you don't. Got my house down to about 35,000 owed, and it's looking like me and mine will lose it. Good. Bankruptcy. Hope they fucking repossess it. I hope you're homeless. That way you can see exactly what the fuck it's like. Then you really might know what it's like to have to lose. Woo! And, all right, that's all the maggoteers. Now let's get into some concentration camp news. Trump pretending like he don't know the Supreme Court explicitly told them to bring the family man who they sent to the concentration camps back. They were very fucking clear on that, but Trump's like, what? What? I didn't know that. President Donald Trump claims his lawyers have told him that the Supreme Court ruling in Kilmore Abrigo Garcia does not mean he needs to bring back the man accidentally deported to an El Salvador mega prison. They specifically said facilitate his return immediately. He knows that's what they said. They all know it. But folks, here's what we're dealing with. 2 weeks ago, the Supreme Court in no uncertain terms told them to bring the man back. And the Trump administration said, nah, we're not going to do that, Supreme Court. And nothing happened. Nothing. No contempt. The Supreme Court said, okay, I guess you're not doing what we say anymore. I guess there's no checks and balances. And there's not, folks. They've already done it. They've already shown that they don't have to fucking listen to anybody. But here they are pretending like they don't know. So insulting to your intelligence. In an interview with Time magazine, the president was asked about the Supreme Court's 9-0 order telling the administration to facilitate Garcia's return. The administration has maintained that Garcia is an MS-13 gang member despite no prior convictions and their admission that he was sent to El Salvador by mistake. Asked if he's disobeying the Supreme Court, Trump said, "That's not what my people told me." They didn't say it was. They said it was. The 9-0 was entirely different. Yeah, Trump knows everything about everything until he doesn't want to know something, and then he doesn't speak English. I never even heard of that. What are you talking about? What is the Supreme Court? The ruling orders the government to facilitate and effectuate the return of Abrigo Garcia to the United States by no later than 11:59 p.m. on Monday, April 7th. That was 2 weeks ago. I leave that to my lawyers, Trump said when asked if he is actively facilitating Garcia's return. And otherwise, no, I'm ignoring them, and they're not going to do shit about it because I'm a dictator. I give them no instructions. Yeah, I don't tell my lawyers anything. I just let them do whatever they want to. We believe that. They feel that the order said something very much different from what you're saying, but I leave that to my lawyers if they want, and that would be Attorney General of the United States and the people that represent the country. I don't make that decision, yet Trump, which makes every other decision on earth, suddenly doesn't make this decision. He's powerless, folks. Mr. Art of the Deal can't do anything. His hands are tied, y'all. But also, the Supreme Court didn't say what you said they said. So just total fucking bullshit. But hey, 2 weeks, they're not doing shit about it. So game over, America. King Trump, strongly in place right now. An FBI arrest Wisconsin judge for interfering with ICE agents, folks. Now they're just arresting judges. And they're doing this to set the precedent. They're doing this to send a message to all the other judges out there. We'll come after you, folks. It's what the mob does. Except the mob just goes and kills you or a family member. Trump uses lawfare, uses the full weight of the United States government to go after anybody. It's a full court press, a total takeover. FBI Director Kash Patel said Friday in a since-deleted post, I'll just read it to you. He posted this and he deleted it bragging about arresting judges. Just now, the FBI arrested Judge Hannah Duggan out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin on charges of obstruction after evidence of Judge Duggan obstructing an immigration arrest operation last week. All she did was, they were in the middle of a case. She told ICE to wait outside, and then after the case, she told the immigrant and the lawyer to go out a side door so they didn't have to fuck with ICE. But you can't do that. You have to help ICE round people up. You have to be a party of rounding up the Browns, or else they're going to come after you, folks. I hope we're all getting the message. Dictator Trump putting his boot on the neck of judges so the other ones who might rule against him will be too frightened to do so. And if they do, you guys will be next. He'll come out with you with everything the government has to throw at you. And then he bragged about it, posting on social media. The libs of TikTok, of course. The account specifically designed to shit on gay people and trans people. Why wouldn't our president be retweeting this? Breaking, Hannah Duggan, a Milwaukee County Circuit judge, has been arrested by the FBI after she reportedly helped an illegal alien evade arrest. And Trump hyped about it. Of course, he got to make sure everybody gets the message loud and clear. This is where we're at now, folks. And a lot of people are mad about it. Hopefully there'll be protests all over the country standing up against this encroachment on the separation of powers. Happening now, hundreds of protesters have now gathered outside a federal courthouse in downtown Milwaukee to support Judge Hannah Duggan.
Escucha, estamos en la lucha. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No due process, no peace. No due process, no peace.
Yeah, well, looks like there's going to be no peace because there's going to be no due process. We'll see how effective that is. And then, then Attorney Pam Bondi went on Fox News and said they're going to start going after judges. This is just the start. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi announced that any judges who disagree with Trump's deportation policy will be arrested. We will come after you, and we will prosecute you. We will fine you. So, yeah, fascism. It's not happening, folks. It already happened. The time to riot was before Trump got elected. Now, I can't finish that sentence, but now, whatever. We'll see. We'll see if America actually stands up, fights back, or we'll see if 1984 is correct. If you want to know what a vision of the future is, just imagine a boot stamping on a human face forever. Is that the future for us? We'll see. And it's not the only judge they arrested. This former judge in New Mexico also got arrested. They claim that him and his wife were housing a gang member. So the reason they're accusing everybody of being a gang member now, folks, is that they've signed an executive order taking some kind of wartime powers now. And they only have these powers if they claim that there's an invasion of our country from Mexican gang members. So everybody's got to be a Mexican gang member now. And yeah, this is fine. Just the start, folks. No more separation of powers. No more checks and balances. And yeah, damn New Mexico judge Joe Cano and his wife detained by feds after they were accused of harming an illegal Trendy Aruga gang member. And yeah, the premise for the use of the Alien Enemies Act 1798 law is the U.S. is under invasion from gangs. The administration keeps calling everyone Trendy Aruga so that they can justify using the act. I guess we're all gang members now, folks. Eventually it'll just be terrorists. We're all terrorists, right? They'll find whatever you say. Oh, you spoke out against Israel? Terrorism. You support Hamas. Time for the concentration camps. And all the Trump sycophants, all the right-wing influencers out there spreading the message that we need to have less rights. We need to start locking judges up, folks. Make an example out of them, like Tranny Seaman, Joey Marinero. Here's an actual picture of this guy. Yep. Toupee wearing motherfucker. I like the precedent of judges being arrested for immigration crimes. I hope it is setting the stage for the judges who are obstructing Trump's immigration agenda to be jailed. I hear CCOT has a few open beds. That's right. If you don't let Donald Trump do whatever he wants to do, you might have to get sent to a concentration camp. Folks, this isn't America anymore. This is definitely not the country that I grew up in. Maybe it is. Not the country that I grew up believing exists, though. Not the country that I was told existed anyway. I guess I was just super fucking naive. Now they're saying ICE can enter your home without a warrant to look for migrants, a Department of Justice memo says. A new memo from the Trump administration reveals something shocking. ICE agents have been told they can enter homes without a warrant to arrest migrants based on little more than suspicion. The March 14th directive signed by Attorney General Pam Bondi uses an obscure 18th century law, the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, to give law enforcement nationwide the power to bypass basic constitutional protections. And it's so obvious what's happening, folks. They're setting the precedent for illegal immigrants, for migrants. But this is a trial run for us, folks. Once they get the apparatus in place, once they know that no judge is going to stand up to them, once they know that Fox News is going to get up there and sell this to you, once they know the American people won't fight back, then it's you and me, folks. Then it's anybody that stands up against them. It's all their political opponents. It's not a slippery slope. We're at the bottom already, y'all. They're just waiting, biding their time until it's our turn. And then here's a story I covered a few months back. You guys might remember this one. Let's review it in case you've forgotten. A former city councilwoman in Las Vegas is facing multiple felony charges for allegedly running a scheme to defraud donors to a charity for memorializing a police officer who lost his life in the line of duty, using the money to travel and pay for her daughter's wedding. Oh my. That sounds about fucking right, don't it? Michelle Fiore, 53, has been indicted by a federal grand jury on 4 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Authorities announced, if convicted, the former Republican gubernatorial candidate faces a maximum of 20 years in prison. According to a news release, when Fiore was still a member of the city council, she solicited donations to build the statue honoring Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Officer Alan Beck, who was killed while on the job on June 18, 2014. Her solicitations allegedly included a promise 100% of the contributions would be put toward the creation of the statue. However, prosecutors say Fiore did not use any of the tens of thousands of dollars in charitable donations for the statue of the fallen officer. Instead, she allegedly converted all the money, more than $700,000, for her own personal use. The donations were used to pay for her political fundraising bills and rent and were transferred to family members, including to pay for her daughter's wedding, the release states. So, yeah, this is how much they love police, y'all. This is how much they back the blue. Took all the money meant for this dead cop's memorial and used it for her own ends, for her own daughter's wedding, for her own political campaign. So guess what happened? Guess what happened to these people that really love cops? Yep, Trump pardoned her today. President Donald Trump has pardoned former Las Vegas City Councilwoman Michelle Fiore weeks before her sentencing for wire fraud. And of course, they're doing this on purpose, y'all. Trump wants you to know he is the law. He's the only one who decides who goes to jail and who doesn't. And if you want to stay out of jail, it's a very clear message being sent to everybody, folks. All you have to do is worship Trump. She was known as Lady Trump when she was running, folks. Of course she was. She's a criminal. She's a con artist. So he's sending a message very loud and clear. Hey, if you want to abuse people, even if you want to abuse cops, you can literally get away with anything. You just have to suck my dick. You just have to declare me the king. And you can abuse any fucking body you want. And the cops will still back Trump, y'all. Even though Trump literally letting people who defraud police officers off the hook, they're still going to back him. So why should he respect you? He doesn't. He shouldn't. Nobody should. But yeah, if you're conservative, the laws do not apply to you anymore. Get out there and just break the law any way you want to and suck Trump's dick. It's fine. It's fine. And then more embarrassment from our orange goof, y'all. Here he is talking to wounded warriors in the Oval Office.
And we all served together.
Wow.
And Jared over there.
And Jared over there.
So you
And
guys,
Jared, oh, forgot.
so you guys got hit, huh? Pretty good. You got hit.
Pretty good.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, you guys got hit pretty good. Amazing. It's amazing how much they blew up your legs and blew off your limbs. Amazing. Super cool. That was good. I enjoyed that. Thank you. Just what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Holy God, every day is so weird. And remember, folks, he was going to stop the war in Ukraine day one. In fact, before day one, before he even gets to the office, that war's going to be over. They're going to be so scared of Trump. Daddy's home. So frightened. They're going to end the war. Putin is going to go, oh my God, they elected Trump. We got to immediately pull out, y'all. Yeah, we got to end the war for Trump gets us. Please don't hurt us, Trump. Remember that was going to happen? Well, hey, 4 months in and the war's still going on. And not only that, Putin bombing residential areas, doing war crimes, ramping up the attacks. And so Trump, though, master of the deal, he knows exactly how to handle this situation. He's going to send out a strongly worded tweet. I am not happy with Russian strikes on Kyiv. Not necessary and very bad timing. Vladimir, stop! Stop! That's right! I'll wag my finger at you, Vladimir Putin. I won't do anything about it. In fact, I'll give you everything you want in the negotiations, and I'll defend you every step of the fucking way, and I'll go on public television every day and say that Ukraine was the one that started the war, and I'll blame the whole thing on Zelensky, and I'll stop giving them weapons and military support. In fact, I'll remove the sanctions on you to help rev your economy up so you can go in there and wipe them all out, but also stop! Just so stupid, y'all. But lest you think, folks, that he was serious when he was 100% serious and told us all that he was going to end the war on the first day, remember? Nah, he was just joking, guys. He was just kidding. You're stupid for believing that he was serious, to be honest with you. The problem's not him. The problem is you. Trump, I was joking all those times that I vowed to end the Ukraine war on day one. It was said in jest. Time magazine, you said you would end the war in Ukraine on day one. Well, I said that figuratively, and I said that as an exaggeration, because to make a point, and you know it gets, of course, by the fake news, blah, blah, blah. It's always the fake news, folks. It's your fault if you believed him. Of course, I didn't believe him. I knew he was lying, but everybody that voted for him was like, he's a man of peace. He's going to end it on day one. Of course, he's not. Everything's a fucking joke. It was so funny. It's so hilarious. He bullshitted us to get elected. And then he said, folks, they asked him, hey, what concessions are you making Russia give? You told Ukraine they have to give up all the territory that Russia conquered. So what are you telling Russia they have to give up? Trump's like, oh, well, Russia not taking over Ukraine is a concession. Yeah. I guess that's going to go real well in the future. What if Russia wants to invade another country? All they got to do is go to Trump and be like, hey, we're not going to invade that country if they give us 2 cities. That's our concession. So, hey, we conceded. You got to give us 2 of your cities now. That's the way this works. And Trump would be like, hey, that makes sense. They're not attacking you. That's a concession, right? No, that's not how any of this works. Just so fucking weird, y'all. But hey, you elect a Russian agent, I guess all bets are off. And Duffy, Transportation Secretary Duffy, wants all the states to know that you're not going to get any money for your roads if you don't do exactly what the orange goof tells you to do. It's a full 100% takeover. Every section of our government and private life run by the Trump administration, the party of small government. And this is not just about what he says these issues are about, but mainly it's about proving that you'll bend the knee. Because if you'll bend the knee on this stuff, you'll bend the knee on everything. And he wants 100% submission from everybody. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warned states Thursday that they will lose federal funding for roads, bridges, and other infrastructure projects if they continue to foster diversity, equity, and inclusion. Yeah, sorry, black folks. No money for roads if you keep helping black folks. Impede President Trump's immigration enforcement efforts or defy other directives. Federal grants come with clear obligations. Yeah, strings attached, baby. You got to bend the knee to your king, your Lord and Master. Otherwise, we're punishing fucking everybody. And then, folks, the attack on education in full effect. Trump now wants to make an example out of Harvard. He's been doing that all fucking week. Now he's calling Harvard a threat to democracy. Harvard, the guy who tried to overthrow our government and put himself in as a dictator, the guy who continuously says he's going to run for a 3rd term, despite what the Constitution says, saying that Harvard is a threat to democracy. Harvard is an anti-Semitic far-left institution, as are numerous others, with students being accepted from all over the world that want to rip our country apart. Literally, Trump is the one ripping our country apart. The place is a liberal mess, allowing a certain group of crazed lunatics to enter and exit the classroom and spew fake anger and hate. Every aspect of life, though, folks, they want to run. And the president of Harvard went public and told us exactly what Trump is demanding. This is what he's demanding of all schools, folks.
Review who we hire on our faculty. That has implications for what kinds of views can be expressed on campus. They also want to be able to tell us who we need to fire. And they also want to intervene in our admissions processes. That is what we are objecting to.
You're taking on the most powerful man in the world.
We are defending what I believe is one of the most important linchpins of the American economy and way of life, our university.
Yeah, but he wants every single college to have to answer to him about who they hire, what they teach, 100% control of all education all across the country. And not only that, folks, he wants to make sure that the left doesn't have any opportunity to ever fight back. First, he's going after all the law firms across the country and demanding that none of them take left-wing cases. And in fact, just the opposite. They all donate money, donate free legal hours to fight for any cause he wants to. So not only can you not take cases, you can't help left-wingers out at all, but you have to volunteer your time to fight left-wingers, to help Trump. Now he's going after Act Blue. In a shot at Act Blue, the left's major online donation platform, President Donald Trump plans to sign a presidential memorandum on Thursday, cracking down on foreign contributions in American elections, according to a person familiar with the policy and granted. Hey, do Israel next. Do Israel. Of course, he won't do that, folks. He wants to make sure the left doesn't have any money. They don't have any support. We have no way to fight back against the fascism. Judges, even if they order you not to send us to the gulags, they just ignore them. It's all in motion, folks. They're heading in a very specific direction, and I think we can all see where it's going. And then, folks, he wants to decide who's a lawyer and who's not a lawyer, folks. I'm not kidding. This is terrifying. Eventually, the only people that are going to be allowed to be lawyers are people who volunteer time for Trump and promise never to take any left-wing or progressive cases. The Trump administration said in an executive order on Wednesday that it is considering revoking the American Bar Association's status as the federal recognized accreditor of law schools, a change that could impact lawyer licensing, student loans, and attorney mobility, legal education experts say. Trump said he was directing Education Secretary Linda McMahon to assess whether to suspend or terminate the ABA as the government's official law school accreditor, citing its unlawful diversity, equity, and inclusion. Of course, he doesn't care about those things at all. He's just using that as an excuse to take over everything. They're doing this to colleges, too, taking away their accreditation, where only the government can decide who's accredited, and also only the government can decide who's a lawyer. So your diploma isn't worth the paper it's written on unless the government decides that you're a lawyer or that your diploma is worth anything. 100% takeover in every single realm of American life. That's what's happening here, folks. And it's almost impressive how quickly they're doing this. Trump's first 100 days, interestingly enough, though, he's tied himself for lowest approval rating in the history of the presidency. Job approval at a 100-day mark, he's at 44%. Biden at least made it to 54%, even as a walking corpse. Trump's first 100 days is 45%. Obama was 62, Bush was 63. So Trump was obviously bitching about Fox News for accidentally telling the truth. But still, 44% is way too high. It's still a nation in decline, an empire that has to collapse. And once again, folks, he's just joking, right? Trump store is selling Trump 2028 hats and shirts after president said he's not joking about possible third term. And who could have seen this coming? I did. I told you guys this. This is what they do. They float ideas that they've already decided to do, and they claim they're joking at first. They claim they're trolling, but they're not. They've already decided to do it, and they just want to put the idea out there so that when they actually do it, you're not shocked. It's boiling the frog slowly. But it's not stopping them from gaslighting us, folks. Of course they are. Here's Tommy Lauren. He's trolling you all to watch you melt down. That's right. It's a joke. He's just trolling you. It's just a big joke. He doesn't really want to run for a third term. But of course he does. Of course we know he does. Of course we know he's already decided to do so. In fact, I don't even think he's going to run. I think he's just going to declare a martial law. And he's going to be like, hey, you guys let Zelensky do this. When Zelensky declared martial law, he didn't have to run anymore. He got to suspend the elections. If it's good enough for Zelensky, why is it not good enough for me? I can do it. But anyway, it's pure gaslighting from Tommy Lauren. And this is how it works, folks. She knows she's lying, 100% lying right now, in order to distract us, in order to lull us into a false sense of security until it's too late, until they already do it. And then in the future, when Trump actually does stay in office for a third term or run for a third term, she'll 100% support it. And she'll be like, ha, 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 I lied to you guys the whole time and you believe me. Ha, ha, I distracted you. I distracted you until we actually did it. And we're all like, you didn't distract us. We 100% knew you were lying the whole time. We never believed you. She's like, ha, 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 you believe me. I owed you. I owe the Liz. Ha, ha. We never believed you. Hey, it's too late, too late, too late. It's exactly what it's like, folks. They feel morally obligated to lie. They get off on lying to us, on gaslighting. I guess it makes them feel good, but we don't fucking believe you. We never believed you. We 100% know you're fucking lying. Don't bullshit a fucking bullshitter. Reset my levels a little bit. I can barely hear myself. And then the same people who will tell you that you have Trump derangement syndrome have houses like this, folks. My fucking shit ain't working right. Something's fucky. Maybe my earbud. Maybe it's not plugged in good enough. I can only hear shit out of one ear. That's fucking annoying. And yeah, that is Trump deranged syndrome if I ever fucking saw it. But that is just what they tell you to try to shut you up. If you dare tell the truth about what the fuck's happening, you're deranged somehow and not them. And then here's where we're at, folks, with the maggot crowd. Now they're going on the world's largest podcast and saying that the Epstein files no longer matter. Who gives a shit about the Epstein files? We don't need the Epstein files. The same people that every single day when Biden was president, release the Epstein files. Oh my God, all you pedophiles are in trouble now that Trump's in there. Who needs the Epstein files? Who even gives a shit? Here's Ozempic Joey Diaz on Joe Rogan show.
Like, oh my God, we can't wait till the Kennedy report comes out. Well, how is it going to make a difference in your world? It's like these idiots with the Epstein list. How is it going to make a difference in your world if Tom Hanks is on that list?
I'll tell you.
Do you not have to go to work tomorrow? Do you have to do all the same shit? That shit doesn't matter to me. I don't give a fuck who's on the Epstein list. I don't give a fuck who went to Diddy's house. It's got nothing to do with me. But in today's world...
Yeah, just let them rape any kid that they want to. Who gives a shit? It doesn't change your life if people are raping children. You shouldn't know about it, okay? Just shut the fuck up and love it. Just, holy God. Yep, that's where we're at there, folks. They're the people of nothing. They don't give a shit about anything. Whatever they have to do to cover for the orange goof, they will do. They know he raped children, folks, allegedly. All right, I'm not saying he raped children. They know he was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. They know he was all over the Loaded Express. They know that he was in multiple photos with him. They know Jeffrey Epstein had all kinds of pieces of contact information for Donald Trump, and they don't give a shit, okay? They don't care about kids at all. And the brain drain is real, folks. Scientists fleeing this country en masse and other countries are trying to pick up the pieces. We definitely dropped the ball. Norway has launched a new scheme to lure top international researchers amid growing pressure on academic freedom in the United States under the Trump administration. And yeah, we're not going to recover for this. If we ever recover from this, folks, it's going to be decades before we recover from what's happening right now. Fundamentally destroying America piece by piece in every way they can. And case in point, Rubio eliminates office on climate negotiations. The State Department is eliminating the Office of Global Change, which oversees international climate change negotiations for the United States. So the absolute worst thing to happen is happening at the absolute worst time. I guess we're just not going to do anything. I guess climate change is no longer a problem. Don't look up, folks. We're just going to boil to death and it'll be fucking fine. And I guess that's what we deserve. But at some point, aren't we an enemy to the rest of the earth? Don't other countries have to stand up and stop us before we kill them too? I mean, yeah, America voted to commit suicide, but the rest of the world didn't vote for that. They might want to save themselves. And then apparently, U.S. could face millions of measles cases. Guess who's back? Back again. Measles are back to kill your kids. The United States faces millions of measles cases over the next 25 years if vaccination rates for the disease drop 10%. And good! I say let all them kids die. Fuck them kids! I guess that's what them kids get for having dumbass parents. Poor kids, but also, I mean, you know, if your genetics don't go on to the next generation, good. Whatever. Then they're attacking Wikipedia, folks. Like I said, every aspect of both public and private life. the government wants total control of. The fascists, full court press. Ed Martin, the firebrand Republican activist from whom President Donald Trump picked to be the top prosecutor in D.C., has a new target, Wikipedia. Martin, the intern U.S. attorney in Washington and Trump's permanent selection to serve in that role, sent a letter on Thursday afternoon to the Wikimedia Foundation that alleged it is engaging in a series of activities that could violate its obligation under 501c3, a section of the IRS code. So basically, they're telling the truth, and you can't have that. It's the same with the colleges. They don't want that. They want to completely rewrite history. 1984 all day, no sign of what the truth actually was. As they memory hole what actually happened, they want to make sure everybody's in lockstep with them so that nobody knows what the fuck actually happened. And they'll do it, folks. They'll have to bend the knee, or they'll have to lose their tax-free status, which is a shit ton of money. I wouldn't be surprised if they shut them down, folks. Government-sponsored Wikipedia coming our way. And then 75% of firefighters voted for Donald Trump. I looked it up, 75%. So, of course, the National Institution of Occupational Safety and Health's Congressional Mandate Health Hazard Evaluation Program is one of the many health and safety services on which firefighters depend that's been shrunk or eliminated by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy brainworms reduction in force, a purge. More than 10,000 employees, firefighters, are regularly exposed to toxins and chemicals that affect their physical and mental health. Problems compound by stress. They cut it by 75%. 75%. And I say good firefighters. You breathe those toxins in, you breathe all that smoke, and then you fucking die. Die. 75% of you voted for this. So inhale your smoke and die like good little bitches, because that's what you fucking are. You voted to die, so die, but please do it quietly. Nobody wants to hear you, dumbasses. Just lay down, shut your mouth, and die. I don't give a fuck. Fuck the firemen. If you're going to vote for this shit, just burn alive in the fire, all right? Nobody gives a shit anymore. Just so stupid. You're too dumb to vote for your own best interest. You're too dumb to vote for your own fucking life. So die. I don't give a fuck. And then they're attacking civil rights all over the goddamn place. NBC's new bloodbath at DOJ's Civil Rights Division. The Trump administration has quietly transformed the Justice Department Civil Rights Division, forcing out a majority of career managers and implementing new priorities that current and former officials say abandoned a decades-long mission of enforcing laws that prohibit discrimination in hiring, housing, and voting rights. And yep, man, if you're like a brown person that voted for Trump, everybody that has anything to do with you should completely disown you. I think the Amish had the right idea, shunning. You need to shun these fucking people. Because good Lord, white supremacy back, I mean, as hardcore as I've ever seen it in my lifetime. They're going to make it straight out where you can just fire somebody for being black now. You don't even have to have a goddamn reason. So sad to see how fast this country fell. And another example of it, Smithsonian to remove iconic lunch counter. You guys know about the civil rights movement and how they did a peaceful protest. How they had separate lunch counters for black folks. Black folks a lot of times weren't even allowed in the same restaurants as white folks. And so, heroes in the civil rights movement. They marched up to the lunch counters and they sat there peacefully. They didn't fight back. They didn't hurt nobody. They didn't know violence. They sat there as white patrons spit on them, cussed them, poured things on them, abused them. They sat there. And their bravery, their acts of peaceful protest showed the world who the bad guys really were. And they helped change things through civil disobedience. Well, unfortunately, that makes white people feel bad. Hits them right in our feels that we used to be all bad, y'all. And can't have that. Can't have white people feeling bad about themselves. So This president is a master of distraction and is destroying what it took 250 years to build. Here's another distraction in his quest for attention. Another failure of his 100 first days. The Woolworths lunch counter exhibit from the National Museum of African American History and Culture, affectionately known as Blacksonian. The exhibit features portions of the original lunch counter and highlights the story of 4 black male students from North Carolina A&T who were brutally attacked after sitting at the whites-only counter February 1st, 1960, when denied service. The students refused to leave. Their defiance ignited a wave of lunch counter sit-ins across the South and became a major flashpoint in the civil rights movement. So yeah, they're removing it, folks, because you can't have that. The entire country is run on feels now. The facts don't care about your feelings, people. It turns out they were full of shit the whole time. Who could have seen that coming? Literally the entire country run on vibes now. And yet we're doomed as doom can be. And where are all those people at that bitch to complain that removing Confederate monuments from public buildings was erasing our history? Crickets about this. Crickets about actually erasing our history. It's almost like it was only about racism the whole time. Almost. And then Trump signs an anti-DEI order on school discipline because, like I said, the point is 100% control of all education, all businesses, all public and private life. Everybody has to bend the knee to our glorious leader. President Donald Trump signed executive orders Wednesday that aim to promote stricter school discipline and discourage schools from considering whether discipline policies have a greater impact on students of color, which we know they do. There have been multiple studies that show that corporate punishment affects black students and minority students more than white students. They're more likely to be paddled, more likely to be mistreated. We know this is true. Well, Trump just signed an executive order that you're no longer allowed to take that into consideration whatsoever. So we're back to abusing black students more than white students, folks. We're back to the 60s. We're back to the lunch counters again. Under former President Barack Obama, the Education Department warned schools that policies that led to students of certain racial groups being suspended or expelled at much higher rates could be discriminatory. In particular, black students tend to be suspended at a higher rate than other students. The executive order banned the use of disparate impact analysis in civil rights enforcement and threatened schools with consequences if they use racial discrimination and preferencing in school discipline. So, yep, you're not allowed to educate yourself on the facts on what's happening in our schools. You just have to let the unfairness, the inequality continue. So sorry, black kids. What the fuck, y'all? Seriously, what the fuck? And then Florida approved a bill allowing only parents to vote on converting public schools to private charters. Now they're converting the public schools to private schools, y'all. And even though people like me who don't have kids, we pay for the schools. Our property taxes pay for the schools. We no longer have any representation on how that money is spent. Now only parents who have kids in the schools get to decide if they want the public schools to become Christian schools, folks, charter schools, where our tax dollars go to fund the indoctrination of children into religious bullshit. A takeover by the theocracy everywhere in this fucking country. And not just that, a destruction of our healthcare system. It's happened really bad here in Mississippi where almost half the hospitals have been shut down. If you want any kind of decent health care, you have to drive so far that you'll be dead by the time you get there. Same thing apparently happening in Kentucky. Rural health care will cease to exist if Trump cuts Medicaid, and he will cut it. It's only a matter of time. It's the time-honored Republican tradition of their health care plan. If you get sick, die quickly. That's your only fucking choice. Your life does not matter. You are a dollar sign. And if you're not an earner, if you're not a good earner for your mob boss, Daddy Trump, die. And people will, folks, in droves. 40,000 a year already die from lack of health care. We do not care about our people in any way. But hey, here's a little good news. Representative George Santos got sent to 7 years in prison. Said he was crying like a little bitch as he was getting sentenced. 7 years, holy shit. But hey, don't be too happy too quick, because we all know where this is going, right? We all know what's going to happen. Donald Trump going to pardon this guy. Here's Jim. Trump should pardon, just to remind the crooked judges who runs this shit. And he probably will, folks, because he wants us to know, first of all, that he is the law. He's the one that decides who's punished and who isn't. Secondly, he wants to send the message that if you are a Trump supporter, the laws don't apply to you. So get out there and break whatever law you want to. Feast off anybody you want to. As long as you worship me, you're good to go. So let's not get too excited just yet. We'll see what the fuck happens. And I guess we'll do a little Elon news real quick, since that's part of Chud Watch. Good God, has there ever been a bigger piece of shit than Elon Musk? It's hard to believe that anybody could be this cruel, this much of a tool bag. So Elon Musk has 13 living children, including his trans daughter. So here he is today. I have 12 kids. I have 12. Letting the world know that he doesn't believe, I guess, his trans daughter is his kid anymore. He doesn't accept his own child because she dared transition. She dared live her truth and be whatever she wanted to be. Imagine being such a horrible father. You disown your own child for doing something you disagree with. And not just privately, but making it public to your 200 million subscribers. I guess that's the party of family values, isn't it? Super family man Elon Musk. And I got one town hall for you guys. Republican town hall. The anger over Doge has reached a boiling point. They angry, y'all. And anger is the correct emotion.
You're lying. I'm a veteran and you don't give a fuck about me. Hey, shut the fuck up. You don't get the fucking do this to us. You don't get to take away our rights. You don't get to take our rights. Get off of me. You don't get to do this to us. Fuck you.
Get his ass! Woo! But folks, I'm sorry to tell you this, they do not care, okay? Now, I don't know if your vote counts or not, but I do know the people in Congress seem to don't think your vote counts anymore. They don't seem to think that they work for you. They don't seem to think that you have any power to stop them whatsoever.
I deeply value the contributions that
Just to be clear,
make
bullshit, and you're not
Quiet down.
every day.
Let him speak. Let him speak.
Fuck you!
Service. For example, folks at the National Weather Service
are fired.
Yep, they fired them all, but they don't care, folks. They're not listening. They're going through the motions, trying to distract you long enough. Because they can't just come out and say your vote no longer counts, because if they did that, they know what would happen to them. So they have to pretend like your vote still counts, but they're only barely pretending at this point. They don't seem to really believe it. And then why is every Cybertruck owner like this? Here they are giving, I guess he's just saying my heart goes out to you, right? This is not a Nazi salute. But why are they the biggest fucking douchebags on the planet? I guess only the biggest douchebag on the planet would buy a truck so fucking ugly for over $100,000. Only the biggest douchebags on the planet would be this goddamn stupid. So I guess that tracks. Meanwhile, I've never seen anything like it, folks. Elon Musk comes out. They do the Tesla earnings report. Tesla is down 71%. 71%. That's 2/3, more than 2/3 in profits. They're up another 10% today alone, folks. 10%. Elon Musk this week has made $20 billion. The stock has gone up 24% this week alone. It's bizarro world. Up is down, left is right. Nothing is based on anything anymore. Words don't matter. The basic concepts our entire society was founded on have been overturned. It's just really fucking strange. And I mean, good for Elon, I guess. No matter how much he fucks up, this world cannot stop piling money on top of him. Even though he's crashed Tesla 71%, he made enough money this week, $20 billion, to rule us for the rest of the history of America. Him and his kids and his grandkids and his grandkids' grandkids have enough money just on what he made this week alone to dominate American politics forever. Talk about failing your way to the top. Tell me this is meritocracy when you can crash a company 71% and make $20 billion off of it. It's just incredibly dispiriting, but what are you going to do? This society is untenable, folks. It absolutely cannot last forever because nothing is based on anything. But let's finish you guys off on a good note at least. You guys know who Cake is, the band Cake? You should love me some Cake, y'all. Not actual cake. I don't like actual cake. I like the band Cake, though. Best cake parody band you'll see this week. They nailed this one. Let's have a listen.
Distractingly white on the White House lawn, selling Teslas while the press looks on. Everything is computer, he says with a grin, slashing and cutting more money for kids. He's dressed like a loser, sleeps with a gun, paid with a horse to join the Mile High Club. Reckless and stupid and out of control, running SpaceX from a ketamine hole. As they play Village People, the rally's done. Both billionaires, so they already won. The arena is empty, except for one man still jumping and yelling as loud as he can. My stocks have gone down and the prices go up, and every part broke in my Cybertruck. But he's lying and crying and tweeting at Grimes and saying concerning for the 99th time. He's rigging the system. He's always on speed. He's all alone, tweeting out more memes. Because he's wasted and racist, compulsive and mean. He's lying and whining and crying on TV. He's rigging the system.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, I like it. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening. Hell yeah. And all right, folks, please forgive me for this very quick commercial I do. Shut up, Dusty! That wasn't even me that time. Don't shut up, Cake. Don't shut up, Cake Parody Band. I love you. Hey, if you click the More button on the description of every video I make, it pops down. The very first link goes to my Patreon. Could you please find it in your heart to become a patron? Click that button. Boom, become a member. It pops up. And so how it works is like you're like, hey, I love you, Dusty. What you're doing is a great service to America. Thank you for all the work you put in. Hey, I'm going to chip in 5, 10, 50, $1 million, whatever you got to help you out, to feed these cute little cats that you got, and to reward you for all the hard work you put in so you don't got a business. Could you please consider signing up for my Patreon? Hey, here's what you get. Good feeling in your belly, warmness in your heart that you're helping out me and the cats. More importantly, tickets to the after parties and all the after parties. It's a special section I do after this show. Like 15, 20, 25 minutes. A whole separate section. It's like better than this show, to be honest with you. This show sucks ass. I don't even know why you guys are watching this. You should really only be tuning in to the after party. Whatever. You do you. Anyway, it starts here. It goes on to here tonight. It's all the stuff that doesn't fit into the other categories, which is much less depressing than this show. So please, I'll suck your dick if you sign up to my Patreon. Not really. And all right, let's read the super chats. I saw a bunch of big super chats tonight. Hell yeah. I'm going to have to double check because I bet it ain't showing them all to me. Let's give it a shot, though. Rebecca Poise. Fuck yeah, Rebecca. What can you say about Rebecca that hasn't already been said? Except for, mwah, 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 mwah. Oh, just want to kiss you. When you think it couldn't get worse in 1 week, and then it does. Hey, I never underestimate how bad it can get under Trump. Looking forward, as always, to catching up with your show. Hey, my show is looking forward to catching up with you, Rebecca. And thank you, as always, you amazing hero. WSC time, $10. Good evening, Dusty. Hey, what's up? I hope I am the first super chat. No, Rebecca always beating you motherfuckers. You better get up early to beat Rebecca. I can't stick around, don't forget us, for the whole show because I'm really tired. All right, fine. So I spelled that right this time. I'll catch the replay. All right. Look forward to hanging out with you tomorrow. Thank you, WSC time. And BBC, Hell Satan, in order. Judges, politicians, civil society leaders, wealthy private citizens, and then regular citizens. Fascism 101. We are code. Yep. At first they came for the judges, and I didn't say anything. I'm saying something, y'all. I'm saying it. I know they're coming for me eventually, y'all. Ugh, man. I do not want to have to move to Mexico or Canada, but whatever. Sarah M. Mega, $10 Canadian. Take off, hoser. Hey, Dusty. Hey, what's up? Hello from a pile of snow near a lake in Canada. What? It's snowing up there? It's like summertime. I'm sweating my balls off here. That's why my balls are so small. It's not genetic. Hey, thank you, Sarah. And woo! Ric Flair, woo! To Venture Van. Tonight, Super Chat, Howard, Jump of the World. Gotta read you so sexy. You told me to do it. Have my funny buddy. Long live the Dusty Show. And long live Venture Van. Fuck yes, please, please. Everybody kiss Venture Van's ass. It's delicious. Thank you, Venture Van, man. That is so fucking generous. I wish I could do something more for you than just read it, but that's all I got, so I hope that's enough. But you are amazing, and everybody, please heap your love on Venture Van. And Agent Orange, $25. Just going to drop this here. Go Timberwolves, hell yeah! Score that run. Kick that goal. Do the sports ball, you athletes. I don't know. Timberwolves, I'm going to guess that's, don't tell me. Basketball? Is it basketball? I don't know. Thank you, Agent Orange and Sith Mage Everglare. $5. I can't beat Venture Fan. Hell no. But I'm holding the defense of science and astrophysics here in Texas at the largest planetarium here, of which I am the director. Fuck yeah, Sith Mage. You're amazing. I bet that's a cool job, though. The hell? Oh, I guess Ken's kid is in there. It's Friday, isn't it? I hear a kid screaming. I'm like, what the shit? He likes to wrestle with his kid in here, and this kid's loud. His kid's always like, no, daddy, no! Laughing his ass off. Makes me miss my daddy. Stupid dead daddy. Fuck your heart. Anyway, thank you, Sith Mage. Appreciate you. Smoky Stew. Delicious Smoky Stew says, want to join in the generosity tonight. Love you, Dusty, and my fellow buddies. You did it. You did it, Smoky Stew, and I thank you for your generosity. You one of the good ones, Smoky. Kevin Milligan, $20. Let us be thankful that we have an occupation to fill. Work hard, increase production, prevent accidents, and happy. Thanks for all you do. Hey, I appreciate you, Kevin Milligan. And, yep, I'm happy I have a job. I'm glad that I'm gainfully employed. And thank you, guys, for letting me do this as always. Thank you, Kevin. $2 Canadian. Heart to you, CA, no name. Darnest, $12. $5. Rock on, Dusty. Trump 2.0 is much, much worse. Yeah, he is, right? I guess he realizes that he doesn't have to run again, so he can just do what the fuck he wants to do as a lame duck. He can just destroy us all. Plus, he's almost dead anyway, so what the fuck does he care? Hope we have food in 2 weeks. Yeah, me too, baby. These cats gonna be eating me. I will let them eat me before I eat them. Except for this asshole. You're not helping. 10 tickets from Ivy Evans. Fuck yeah, Ivan, I appreciate you. Hell yeah, if you got a ticket from Ivy Evans, you be sure to give her you love because she's amazing. And thank you for all your tireless work as a moderator, Ivy, and thank you for supporting the show. You are one of the best. And hey, y'all, I'm feeling generous. My Bitcoin is going all right. Hell yeah! Bitcoin is the new digital gold, and why the economy tanks or at least stalls. People are fleeing to something that is non-inflationary. Gold has actually really outpaced the Bitcoin. Gold has gone bananas, but also Bitcoin secondary. So, yep, pretty good. Hello to the kiddies from me and my boy Hamish. Hey, scritches to you, Malambre. Good to see you tonight. And Maximus 5. Cut on 5 tickets. Appreciate you, Maximus. Stop it. Stop doing that. Stop. I don't need no help, dude. Quit. Appreciate you, Maximus. You rock. All right. If you got a ticket, give Maximus your love and check the membership section of YouTube for your link to tonight's after party. Hi, Dusty, my friend says hello. What's up to Parker Guire's friend? Thank you for hanging out with Parker. Staff pool, $5. It's wild that I've become a fan of a guy that I saw interview Stone Cold on MTV in the 90s. Hell yeah! That was fucking terrible. Man, that was so embarrassing. My little weenie voice, I talk like this. Hey, Stone Cold, how you doing? And he was like, I'm going to make some movies. And I was like, are you going to make some romantic comedies? I was just joking, and he didn't get it. He was like, no, action movies. And I was like, I know, motherfucker! And then I was like, if you want to, you can Stone Cold stun me right here. And he's like, I don't want to hurt my ass on this floor, Dusty. And I was like, I'm sorry, Stone Cold. I'm such a worthless pussy. And he's like, yeah, I know you are, bitch. And then he slapped me, and then we did stuff. None of that happened. Urban Mosque, I'll repeat. Everything people have said about crypto, you can directly apply to the stock market. Crypto just doesn't have the facade. Yeah, but there's a difference between crypto and Bitcoin, baby. Every crypto to zero, but Bitcoin going on forever. And I'm not just saying that because I'm invested in it. Thank you, Urban Mosque. And Swaggering Cat, $50. Very generous. You talking about this black cat? That is precious. There's another black cat. The Void Kitty Violet that's around here somewhere too. Urban Mask, I already read that. The pharaohs don't understand why poor humans vote against their own self-interest. Still, they send their regards because we're incredibly fucking stupid and naive and our egos get in the way. We got all kinds of problems. We're basically still monkeys, not very evolved yet, unfortunately. Really, human beings are just the next step in evolution to AI, which is going to replace us. So, we won't even be around that much longer, to be honest with you. I hope AI watches in the future and understands what went wrong, though. Charlie H., $5. America's new slogan. Oh, thank you, Swaggin' Cat. Very generous. You rock, Swaggin' Cat. Scritches to your pharaohs, as always. America's new slogan, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire to secure a safe society. Yeah, man, watching Andor. Fire me up. I wish I had one of those TIE fighters so I could fight back, y'all. No spoilers, though. And good job, says Nocturnal Bass. Thank you, Nocturnal. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. I name you. Give me one ticket. Fuck yeah, I name you. Thank you for the ticket. Unified Field, $10. Saddest part of this is there are literally dozens of emergency powers the president can enact. There's basically no mechanism to check this. We've always relied on the decency of the person in office. And yet, I've never seen them do executive orders like this. Obama did a lot. But Obama was one of the first ones to do so many. And then Trump took the ball and ran with it. And basically, our whole government is now run by executive decision. It's stupid. And all right, Ivy Evans, fuck yeah. And I bet I missed some, though. BBC gave me 100, and it's not even showing up. Look, where's that 100 BBC gave me? Not on here fucking anywhere. All right, let me go look for it. Fuck this system. This is such a stupid system. Why don't they do better? It's not on here either. It's not on here either, motherfucker. All right, I see it over here. So we got $2.99. I got 49 from, all right. Click on it, please. All right, BBC says, leave while you still can, or buy a lot of food, guns, ammo, medical supplies, and be ready. Fuck around and find out if you want to. Marches and protests will not work. I do agree with that. If Congress and the courts don't do their jobs, it's over. They won't do their jobs. We'll see. I mean, the only thing, in my opinion, the only thing that's going to stop any of this is a revolution. It's possible that'll happen. Once again, I am not calling for a revolution. I am simply reporting the news and telling you what the outcome of what is happening will be. I'm not causing it to happen by just saying, obviously, this is the outcome. If they keep doing this, what else could possibly happen? People are going to fucking rise up against it, right? So we'll see if they do or not, though. Maybe they won't. Maybe the entire rest of history would just be a boot stamping on our face. And thank you, BBC. Very generous as always. I appreciate you and love you. I guess we'll be roommates before too long, probably. And, all right, if I missed any, please let me know because it's not showing up any of the big ones for some reason, because why the fuck would it? Sending love from Arizona. What's up, Sonora Rose? Good to see you tonight. I appreciate you. You rock. Once again, thanks for Maximus. And, all right, I'm going to continue with the show now. And if I missed any, somebody please. You got to send me a super chat to tell me the ones I missed because I don't really see shit otherwise. But, all right. Still plenty of time to get your super chat in if you want to, folks. Going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. But moving right along, it's time for... You guys are going to love this one. It's religious bullshit. Everybody sing. Religious bullshit. Hell yeah. Religious bullshit. Oh, hell yeah. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. Everybody sing. It's time for religious bullshit. And folks, you guys aren't going to believe this one. Guess what happened? They finally caught one. Assembly of God pastor sentenced to 110 years in prison for possessing child sexual abuse material. Always the ones you most expect. And did you guys hear about the pedophile pastor who murdered a grandmother? Yeah, former Calvary Chapel pastor convicted of child molestation, of course, was charged in Washington State on Wednesday with first-degree murder. Apparently, he used a nail gun to murder a 80-something-year-old woman. So nice. And Buffalo Diocese agrees to a $150 million settlement, folks. This is one diocese in one city. $150 million. So if you're a Catholic, I only have one question. The fuck is wrong with you? How do you go and spend your very finite life hours, the most valuable thing you could ever possibly possess, and you exchange those very finite life hours for money, and then you take that money and you give it to rapists who use your money to cover up child rape and to settle lawsuits? How do you do that? I know why. I mean, I know that you're just disgusting bottom feeders who don't actually give a shit about anything. You're so brainwashed and terrified that you can't stand up and be decent for 5 fucking seconds. And another year, folks, another strongman's conference. You guys remember this shit? This is where they get a bunch of straight dudes together, a bunch of men's together to just celebrate good old-fashioned masculinity. Let's check in with the Christians this year to see what they find to be masculine. Woo! Yay! Jumping bikes. Oh, wow. Yay! Cirque du Soleil. This sucks! Oh, hell yeah! Nothing cooler than watching somebody lift weights, y'all. Damn, sometimes I just like to go to the gym and just sit there and watch other people lift weights. Because I'm a man. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? He did it! Woo! We paid a lot of money to watch this, y'all. And there's the fire, like a WWE show. What else we got? Oh, hell yeah! It's American Ninja! Super cool, y'all! Look how manly! Uh-oh. Them some mucky motherfuckers. Oh, shit! That dude blew it at the end. What a choke. You choked. You was way ahead, dude. And I don't know about you guys, but I can't get enough of this. I got to see what else is manly as shit.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall lack nothing. I shall not want for anything.
Oh, good.
He makes me lie down in green pastures.
So if you shall not want for anything, you're not going to ask anybody for money, right?
He leads me beside still waters.
Uh-huh. Man, y'all! Not gay at all. Oh, they tug award! Woo! Man shit! You guys would understand.
The only thing that will distinguish you from everybody else.
All right, I'm bored with that now. I don't even want to be a man anymore. I think I'm going to trans to something else. Not a woman, but something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And last but not least, folks, oh my God, this one's fucking hilarious, y'all. This is like the best clip I saw this week. So, Jim Baker decided live on the air he was going to try some of the soup made from his giant buckets of food. You guys know the giant buckets of food the con men sell, like a Tim Pool, Bald Tim Pool used to sell these, and all the televangelists, because the world's going to end any second. And Jesus might not come back eventually, or you might get left behind. Either way, you need giant 5-gallon buckets of food. Just store this out in the warmth of your shed for 5 to 10 years, and then just eat it when you're desperate. It's going to be delicious. So anyway, he whips him up a bucket of soup, and then he eats it live on the air. And I got to go on a limb and say I don't think Jim Baker is a very good actor. Let's see if you guys can tell if he liked this food or not.
I'm going to eat some more of this if you're not careful.
Oh, yeah. It's so good. If you're not careful, you better stop me. I'm going to eat the whole thing. It's so delicious.
I'm going to eat some more of this if you're not careful.
Oh. Look at that. It looks like dirty mop water. Look at this shit. Holy, is there anybody dumber than Christians? Like, good Lord, imagine paying a con artist, somebody that was in prison forever, to buy 5-gallon buckets of mop water to eat. Anyway, I gotta let him get to it. It's so delicious. He's gotta eat it, y'all.
Oh. Hey. Oh, good. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, it's so good. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so no. I didn't have lunch. Oh my God, he's about to vomit in his mouth. Literally, dude's vomiting in his mouth. Holy God, you can't make this shit up. Good Lord, thank you, Jesus. I'm a believer now. Holy, I'm going to church, y'all. Fuck, that was delicious. Not the food, but the reaction, and that is my Beyond Parody, y'all. Nice, love it. And so good. I believe him. I don't know about you guys, but I believe he got an honest face, y'all. Super honest. Jim Baker never did anything wrong, to my knowledge. And oh, you can't hear what they're saying? Oh, you can't hear what they're saying? Let me play it again then. I had the audio too far down. I didn't realize it was too far down. All right, we're going to try it one more time so you guys can see.
I'm going to eat some more of this if you're not careful. Oh. Hey. Oh, good. Oh, my God.
So good.
You didn't have lunch, right? Wow.
Delicious. Never had anything better. Never. Definitely doesn't taste like dirty mop water at all. All right. Moving right along, folks. We're going to do a Trash World Free Palestine combo. Yep, that's what we're going to do. I don't have a Free Palestine opening, so we're just going to do Trash World. Trash World! It's a trash world! It's a dumpster fire! And as hell is a trash world! A trash world! Everything sucks! All the goddamn time in the trash world! And first off, on tonight's Trash World, so I told you guys this over and over again back when companies were pretending they cared about gays and trans people. I was like, look, it's capitalism. These people clearly do not give a shit about gays and trans people. However, I would rather them do a good thing for a bad reason than a bad thing for a bad reason. And although it's obvious they don't actually give a shit, it's okay that they're pretending because it's good to be supportive of trans people and gay people, you know? So if they don't actually believe it, at least they're pretending, which is better than them shitting on trans and gay people, right? Well, no, they ain't pretending anymore, folks. Forbes, 39% of surveyed companies say they are scaling back Pride support because they fear cultists. And yeah, that just shows you what moral framework they had. Never cared to begin with. So, yep, Boycott them. Don't do business with them. Fuck them. Target being hit really hard, as a lot of businesses are. And good. We knew you was fake, but now that you're showing your true colors, reap the whirlwind. And then, along this line, apparently back when it was cool to be progressive, Mark Zuckerberg wanted everybody to know how virtuous he was. So he started a special school for poor brown people. Trying to help out folks. He's a multi-billionaire doing what little he can to give back to the community. And now he's trying to suck up to Donald Trump and helping brown people in any way in this new fascist white supremacy administration is seen as a betrayal. So what do you think happened? Of course, he immediately abandoned the school, y'all. Mark Zuckerberg shuts down his school for poor brown people because he doesn't need the good press anymore.
How they regulate, and their stage of learning. They teach us that in the parents and teacher program. And I loved it. Hearing the news, oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry.
Local leaders say the closures come at a time when Mark Zuckerberg's Meta is under pressure by the Trump administration to end its diversity and inclusion programs. And as President Trump cracks down on immigration policies, Councilmember Webster Lincoln tells us he was shocked to learn of the closures, but he wasn't surprised.
And given that we're currently under Trump's administration, who has deported and targeted a lot of undocumented people, and East Palo Alto has a lot of undocumented residents, and a lot of these students come from undocumented families, that could be seen as supporting a lot of migrants.
Founded in 2016 by the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative, the primary school says its goal was to combine education with healthcare. Its East Palo Alto campus serves more than 400 students. Of those, 61% are Latinx, 7% are Black, and 7% are Pacific Islander. In a statement, the school calls the
any hint that you might be trying to help the less fortunate now makes you the enemy to the Trump administration, makes you an enemy to the new Nazi party that has taken over everything. So can't have that. And then, oh my God, what a fucking loser. Sean O'Brien, imagine being the leader of a union and hanging out with Donald Trump, a union buster, somebody that hates unions, somebody that hates you. Imagine being this level of sellout. Can't even have respect for the unions in this country anymore, folks. Everybody's selling you out every chance they get. It's so depressing to watch. And hey, you guys are going to get the country you deserve, right? It's all going to collapse. And this is why we can have nice things, folks. Apparently the Houthis shot down 7 U.S. military Reaper drones worth $334 million. Imagine how many homeless people that could house. Imagine how much health care that could provide. Imagine how many starving children you could feed with that. Imagine the infrastructure you could build, but nope. Plenty of money just to throw away on bullshit. Of course, this is all for Israel. The Houthis are mad at us because we're genociding the Palestinian people. So instead of stop genociding the Palestinian people, we just keep throwing good money after bad. Millions after millions after millions. Endless fucking money for wars and death. And in the future, if you're watching this, this is why America collapsed. We deserved it. And then in Kanye West news, did you guys hear that Kanye West was handing out flyers trying to recruit a black Nazi choir? Yeah, Kanye West is firing off more than just disturbing anti-Semitic rants online these days. The rapper is also making a racket with his super loud casting calls and offending neighbors with a prominent racist hate symbol in Los Angeles. Kanye plastered LA's Larchmont neighborhood with an urgent advertisement seeking African-American males for his hooligan. I bet he is searching for African-American males. If you know what I mean, stay away, cousins. And his hooligan choir, which has set up shop in a warehouse near an elementary school. Why wouldn't it? In the flyers, Kanye requires any prospects cannot be fat and must wear all black with the skin complexion of Sean Diddy Combs. The ad also requires anyone to be comfortable wearing swastikas. So, yay, Nazi choir. Hey, do you want to sell out your own people? Well, go sign up to Kanye West Nazi choir. He'll suck your dick. He will. He'll suck it. I bet you. And then he went on Twitch, started live streaming on there, and he only lasted 7 minutes before they banned him. Apparently he was doing Nazi salutes and throwing out gay slurs and the N-word and just trying to get banned on purpose. So I guess anything for fucking attention. And here's the attention you ordered, you sack of garbage. And then in the Free Palestine section, training for New York Police Department officers categorize the kiafa and watermelon as anti-Semitic symbols. So, yeah, this is the meaningless society we live in now, where a watermelon on your shirt makes you a terrorist. They're going to be using this as an excuse to send us to the concentration camps. He had a watermelon on his shirt, all right? That's a terror sympathizer. We had to send him to the concentration camps for life. Had no choice. And the Patriots going to be goose-stepping us every step of the way. Experts say the training reinforces a police culture that treats Palestinians and their supporters with suspicion and brutality. Yeah, that's the whole fucking point, right? And it's like this clip. This is not from America. This is from Australia, but it's like this clip.
Car, there are material that appears to be anti-Semitic.
What's the anti-Semitic material?
Well, there's a small watermelon car.
Oh, no, not a watermelon. Lock him up for life, y'all. We got to keep murdering kids, but you can't wear a watermelon. God bless the USA. And, yep, in this new fascist states of America in which we live, the feds are now raiding the homes of college students for attending pro-Palestinian protests.
No search warrant was provided.
Nope, they don't have to have one anymore. They've already said they can break down your door. They can arrest anybody. They can arrest judges.
Put your hands out. Hands up.
And this is not America anymore, folks.
Let them go.
The America we grew up in, or at least the America we were told existed when we grew up, dead and gone. We're watching the zombie corpse of it walking around infecting everything right now. Motherfucker needs to be double tat stat. And this should be in the fucking Beyond Parody section. Oh, they deleted it. Candace Owens is now bitching about Donald Trump. She's like, who could have seen this coming? Who is responsible for this? Donald Trump cracking down on people's free speech just because they're speaking out against Palestine? I can't support this, even though you did continuously, completely. You used your blackness to support these white supremacist fascists who've taken over everything. So, yeah, you might want to sit this one out, Candace, in my opinion. And then, folks, once again, this should be in the Beyond Parody, too. With no hint of irony whatsoever, Jordan Peterson goes on the largest podcast in the world to explain why people are upset with Israel right now. Guess what he says?
And so this is like, I can really see this starting to happen on the right. Like, I've been tracking psychopathic behavior on the right for probably 4 years.
How come you never speak about it then? How come you never shit on the right? How come you only always talk about the left?
Something like that, especially on the anti-Semitic side, because that's really where it reared its head first.
And why are people starting to like Jews left? Why are they starting to hate Zionists more? Tell us, Daddy Peterson.
And
why is that?
There's nothing more annoying than a successful minority.
Yeah, that's it, folks. Hey, I gotta say, he nailed me, right? That's why I don't like Israel. It's because I am so jealous of their success. It has nothing to do with the fact that I've continuously covered all the child murders. I watched babies get their heads blown apart. I watched children bawling and screaming on their parents' dead bodies before they themselves were killed. I've watched Zionists gleefully, evilly talk about how they want to wipe out all Palestinian children. I've watched snipers target children, murdering them. I've seen the greatest atrocities you can possibly see. I've seen the rape prison on Israeli media. I've seen the protest demanding the rapist be set free. None of that has anything to do with it, folks. No, I'm just jealous of their success. You know what it really is? I hate them for their freedoms, y'all. That's real life, y'all. It's just too fucking stupid. And lies, damnable lies. The victim complex that Zionists have are off the charts. They literally don't have any personality if they are not victims. Case in point, there's a protest going on. According to the Zionists, Jewish students are being screamed at simply for attending a lecture at Yale. All they did, y'all, was attend a lecture at Yale. They are minding their own damn business. And these anti-Semites screamed at them for nothing more than attending a lecture.
To the sea, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Poor Zionist, oh my God. But I can't help but notice they didn't mention who the lecturer was from. I wonder why they didn't mention that. I'm sure it's accident. Yeah, it's the terrorist. Ben Gvir, the guy who is literally behind all the child murders, the guy who has genocided the Palestinian people, the war criminal, one of the most evil human beings to ever exist on the planet since the beginning of human history. This motherfucker, Ben Gvir, that's who was speaking at Yale. That's why they were protesting. So yeah, you're the big victims, aren't you guys? Celebrating a war criminal, a child murderer. Shocking you didn't give that detail. And then once again, another great example of continuously having to play the victim. It's so absurd too, folks. So this guy steals this woman's flag, assaults her, and then demands that she be arrested.
You saw that one arrested. Who's right now?
Arrest her! I attacked her and she fought back. You're not allowed to fight back. I am a Zionist. You have to lay down and take it. You have to let me do whatever I want to. I am God's chosen person. I am a God man. You have to let me kill you and beat you. You just have to lay there. That is the law. That is the law. You are goyim. You are beneath the dirt in my toes. You must take whatever I dish out. Arrest them immediately. And folks, this isn't even a joke. They're taking away our free speech. They're going to make it that if we speak out against the genocide, against the ethnic cleansing, against the child murders, that we get sent to the concentration camps. This is just a matter of fucking time. I ain't going. I'm telling you right now. I ain't fucking going, y'all. Mark my words. And then let's check in with Chunk Yogurt. Oh, yeah, some Chunk Yogurt. Love it. I made this myself, y'all. I'm real proud of this one. Chunk Yogurt. Genius. It's genius. Anyway, let's check in with Chunk Yogurt. So, I don't know if you guys know this, but Chunk Yogurt has one of the vilest Zionists working intricately with his charity, his PAC. Chunk says bringing the Democrat Party back to its roots, serve the voters, not the donors, and pass popular bills that help the average American. He's asking people to donate to his PAC, give him money. He's asking for donations. Only the person that runs his PAC, Brianna Wu, one of the most horrible child murder apologists, war crime apologists, genocide apologists, just a disgusting, lower than dog shit human being. That's who's running his PAC, folks. And so people are calling him out for it. Chunk, we're tired of both. First he says, bringing the Democrat Party back. Pat says, Chunk, we're tired of both sides being so willing to fight Israel's wars. No one is getting behind anything associated with Brianna Wu. So this is them pointing it out. Hey, Brianna Wu is a horrible, vile Zionist who does everything she can to apologize for genocide, justify it every day on social media. And she still works for you and runs this PAC. Why would we give you a dime when you're allowing a child murder apologist to run the whole thing? This is what Chunk says. If you think I'm going to be too soft on Israel, you haven't been paying attention. Well, that's bullshit. You have one of Israel's biggest supporters running your whole PAC. Then he goes on to say, but I'm not canceling anyone over their opinion. It's just a matter of opinions, y'all. The fact that she is supporting child murder, genocide, ethnic cleansing, the starving of children, war crimes, that's just a difference of opinion, y'all. You wouldn't cancel somebody over a different opinion, y'all. Hey, yeah, you're in the KKK. That's just a difference of opinion. Hey, you're a Nazi. That's just a difference of opinion. You're a vile racist. That's just a difference of opinion. You wouldn't cancel somebody from a difference of opinion. Yes, I would. Yes, I would, Chunk. Not only would I cancel her for a difference of opinion, I would cancel you for being associated with her because it's not a difference of opinion. It's literally apologizing for child murder, chunk. And the fact that you are framing it this way, it just shows that you are a part of the problem. You are a child murder apologist by extension. You are an accessory to her apology, chunk. What a vile sack of shit this guy is, y'all. But I'm not canceling anyone over their opinions, especially on this issue. Especially on this issue. If there were one reason to disassociate with somebody, would it be child murder apology? Would it be ethnic cleansing and genocide? Wouldn't it be war crimes? Wouldn't that be the first thing you disassociate with somebody over, chunk? But I guess not. I guess it's no big deal to chunk. Chunk's all good. Where our side has been canceled forever. We agree on populist plank. We're allowed to disagree on everything else. Just like if you're giving money to Chunk, I wouldn't even watch his videos, y'all. I mean, I guess if you have a ad blocker where he can't make any money off the ads. But the fact that this is the guy who claims he runs the largest left-wing content network in the world, I guess he does. It just goes to show you the left ain't going to save you. The left, the American left, which is all right-wing. It's all right-wing, folks. Even our most lefty lefts over here are fucking right-wing. It's so goddamn depressing. They have us beaten on every flank. There's no hope for us. But hey, apparently bullying worked. Brianna Wu has resigned from the Young Turks Rebellion Pack. Quick announcement: with my ongoing vocal issues and multiple surgeries, this summer I am taking a step back as ED of Rebellion Pack and going on health leave. I'm rooting for whatever your health problems are. And yeah, quote me on that. I don't give a fucking shit. Hey, so much for the tolerant left. Fuck you. But bullying works and good. I'm still not giving any money to Chunk and his pack, but I'm glad to see you gone for at least a little while. And that is my trash world. Free Palestine for this evening. Who? Brianna Wu. She's a trans woman who now is just the most vile sack of Zionist shit you can imagine. Crazy. It's just a difference of opinion. I know. Hey, I just have a different opinion. I think that your diseases should kill you, right? I think that you deserve to die a brutal, slow, horrendous death. But it's just a difference of opinion, all right? I'm not canceling you. Hey, agree to disagree. It's all good. And folks, get your super chats in. We're going to do the last section of Beyond Parody coming up. And then got one hero for tonight, but it's a good one. And hey, we might get to overtime. So if you love overtime, please reward me for overtime. But let's go ahead and finish this one off with a happy ending. Prepare your anus. It's time for Beyond Parody. This week, the entire internet was mocking astronaut Katy Perry. So apparently, Katy Perry has been on tour. And it looks like she should have spent more time practicing her choreography instead of spending 11 minutes in space, because good God, y'all. This is the saddest thing I've ever seen. People paid thousands of dollars for this concert. And basically, she put on the level of a play that would be given by a high school in a mall. That's the level we're dealing with here. So fucking pathetic. Anyway, cringe warning for those susceptible to cringe-induced injuries. Here's what you get if you pay $1,000 for a front row seat to a Katy Perry concert. I mean, has no shame whatsoever. Good God. I put this show on for free, and even I have better choreography than she does. I have a higher budget for this show than that one. Let's look at some more clips from it. so fucking sad, y'all. And that's not even the worst part of it, y'all. This is the real clip everybody was mocking, and good God. Oh, they deleted it. What? Somebody blocked me? Oh, motherfucker. All right, I guess you guys didn't need to see that. Whatever, Katy Perry. You dodged the bullet this time, Katy. You dodged the bullet. Oh, well. I'll save you guys from that. And then on Beyond Parody, these boomers do need to find hobbies. Cat turd. Apparently, they're not making as much money spreading hate and lies on Twitter as they used to do. And so now they're all bitching about it. Cat turd is like, the last 3 or 4 weeks, the algorithm has been so bad on X, it's hard to justify putting 12 to 15 hours a day on here and busting your ass when you get throttled to hell and back for no reason. Imagine what kind of loser would spend all day talking about social media and then griping about what hard work it is. You know, forget I said anything. Never mind. And then... Oh, yeah, I wonder why your engagement is down. Here's typical cat turd. What's everyone getting into this weekend? Hey, what's everyone getting up to this weekend? Just the same shit over and over again. Sadly, though, this guy makes like 10 times more money than I do posting on Twitter. That's how easy it is to make money when you're a right-wing influencer. It's garbage. And, oh, my God! He's so weird. So, weird, twitchy Ethan Klein. With no self-awareness whatsoever. Just total bitch made. One of the weakest sissies I've ever seen in fucking history. This guy, good God. What a pathetic, spineless weasel. So, here he is on his show calling out Hassan Abbey. Ugly-ass Hassan, the dog boy of communism. Saying, Hassan, I want to debate you. I'm ready to debate you, Hassan, and I know what's going to happen. Hassan is so weak and pathetic, he is going to bitch out. He's going to chicken out. He will never debate me. And Hassan is literally in his chat being like, I'm here. Let's debate right now. Let's see how that goes, folks.
Hassan, I'm ready to get on a call with you without any prerequisite. You don't have to watch the video. I think it's time we talk it out. And let me say, and let me add or not a caveat, but a prediction. I think that Hassan, being the ever coward that he is and always constantly moving the goalposts, will find a way to justify dodging it.
Narrator's voice. He did not dodge.
He's down to do it right now. I'm down to do it right now. If he's actually down to do it right now, I'll do it.
2 hours later. What a coward, dumb bitch has challenged me now at 4 o'clock. What a loser.
2 long hours.
I was doing the news, bro.
Wake up, Ethan.
2 long hours? What do you mean by that?
Nothing.
I think...
Yeah, I'm in the chat.
So we're going to talk to Sam, and then if Sam is not able to convert me into the correct way of thinking, then I will go up against the final boss, the most educated, the most prolific. I said yes 2 hours ago, Ethan. Bro, you're actually in my chat? Okay.
Oh!
All right. I didn't hear about it since Did he really? I didn't hear about it till right now. Why is everyone just in the chat suddenly saying he wants to debate? Just like right now. You know what I mean? Like, give me a break, bro. Anyway, it's not happening right now. It's late.
Oh,
okay?
It's not happening right now.
So I'm going to talk to Sam.
Pussy. Oh, my God.
The time is during our show.
So weak.
Not 8 a.m.
You're so pathetic, dude. He's going to find a way to chicken out.
Yeah, and not only that, I've got... whatever. I don't
whatever. I don't have to justify why I'm pussying out, even though I accused him of being a pussy and a chicken, and yet I am right here in front of your eyes, pussying out and chickening out in the most embarrassing way. I don't have to justify it to anybody.
We're going home.
I replied to
okay?
Hassan in the chat. I said, we'll set it up. I got Oblivion to play.
I got Oblivion to play, y'all. I got a video game to play. Even though he's here and I challenge him, maybe we can do it right now, but I can't for some reason because of Oblivion. It's not that I'm a chicken. It's because of Oblivion, y'all, okay? Who could resist Oblivion?
I got a family and a crew.
Oh, God.
He didn't reply to me in the DMs. I don't know why. I made a YouTube video in February asking you to debate me, as well as said.
Hey, Swastika Boy, we have shit to do.
I talked to you numerous times.
Right. Thank you, everyone, for watching.
Not sure why you're.
Today is Wednesday, which means Thursday is for members.
No, it's because he wants to talk shit from his hug box. That's it. That's the difference. He wants to talk shit from his hug box with no contest whatsoever. He can't even stand when his own crew members try to gently put it down, try to gently move him in the appropriate direction. No pushback whatsoever. That's it. He's terrified.
With all that being said, guys, have a wonderful evening.
God, what a fucking loser. Holy God. So embarrassing, Ethan. Just quit already. I hear he's rich. Imagine putting yourself through that day in and day out when you're already fucking rich, man. He must have some kind of fetish for abuse. Just likes embarrassing himself. And one more, folks. No, there's two more. I lied. This was hilarious, though. Holy shit. I don't know if this is an old clip or not. It's the first time I've ever seen it. And my God, this is funny. So I don't know if what this clip says is happening is actually what is happening, but it looks like it's what's happening. So what it looks like is happening here is there's this UPS driver who is delivering a package to a black neighborhood, and he's so scared that he's literally running away to get out of the neighborhood. And they're laughing and making fun of him as they film him.
Amazon man getting up out of here. You see all these black folks. He's running. That shit funny as hell.
What you running for, Amazon man?
Amazon man getting up out of here. You see all these black folks. He's running. That shit funny as hell.
I don't know. Maybe there's some other answer to that, but that is pretty funny. And last but not least, folks, hey, I admit sometimes some things get past the goalie and I miss them the first time around. And I admit I missed it the first time around when Bald Tim Pool, was at the White House asking questions to the White House press secretary. I actually missed her entire intro of him. And I can't believe I did that. I actually missed the first part of what he said back to her. And I finally saw it. And now I'm going to show it to you guys. And before I play this, I want to say haters are going to say this is AI.
His name is Tim Pool. He's a very bald man who always wears a beanie and dresses like a child. You might remember him as the guy who said there was a problem with everyone else because he couldn't find a partner to start a family with before he reached middle age. Tim is the kind of guy that has to buy friendship and approval from others because his personality is incredibly off-putting. If you are the sort of person who can't be bought with a tour of a skate park, sushi, and poker with the boys, he will insult you online and rally his following of absolute morons to go after you. So Tim's the perfect kind of creep to bring into the White House to kiss the president's ass. So Tim, why don't you kick us off today?
Thank you. It's really cool to be here. I personally want to thank President Trump and everyone who voted for him for dumbing down journalism to the point where people have to pretend to take me seriously. It's not often that a high school dropout like me, who lacks not just basic journalistic integrity, but also fundamental literacy skills, gets to blame the rest of the media for being the real problem.
His name is Tim.
I mean, it looks like AI, but everything they said was spot on, so it's got to be real. I want to believe it, therefore I do. And all right, that is my show for tonight. Booyah! We did over 2 hours. Hell yeah, overtime, baby. Promises made, promises kept. And folks, I'll be back Monday. I get the weekend off. I need to catch up on my rest. Hopefully I'll get a chance to work on my book. I've been fucking slacking, goddammit. Got to get back on it. So, gonna read the super chats and do a quick kitty party. And we got an after party coming up. So if you bail out, hey, go get your ticket to the after party. Go sign up to my Patreon. You'll feel good. You get to help out me and Mr. Half Stash here. And get access to all the after parties. Another section we do right after the show. Don't miss it. Get your ticket now. And all right. If you bail out, please hit the like button. Please share my videos where you can. Please leave comments, type words, hopefully nice, but whatever, and hit the enter button. That helps the algorithm, y'all. And thank you in advance. And who loves overtime? Loki loves overtime. Don't kill your brother, Loki. Love you, Loki. Sexy son bitch. You rock, Loki. Took me to Pound Town. Venture Van also rocks. I'll be here, folks. Have a restful weekend. All right, you have a restful weekend, too. Hopefully, you'll hang out with me at the after party, Venture Van. I appreciate you. Pixel, $20 Australian. Can I get a shout out to Miyasho? He's a small YouTuber with 15 followers. And I'm the only one liking and commenting on his shorts. He is releasing music soon. please share some love if you can. All right. Hey, that's my story in action just for you. And Miyasho, you should have put his link, but I'll just say, somebody Google Miyasho. Thank you, Pixel Push. Appreciate you. Theater is manly as fuck. Maybe a little too manly. I know, right? Can feel the testosterone just flowing through my ball sack. And thank you, Venture Van. Very generous. Appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. Big Duck. A big dick. Hey, even better. $10. I almost read that wrong. My dick is so big, I can't even see the words. My dick. Hey, thank you, Big Dick. And Sedona Rose, sending love from Arizona. Hey, love back to you, Sedona Rose. Good to see you tonight. I appreciate you. Stay cool. M. Maximus, 1975. 5 tickets. Fuck yeah, if you got one. Be sure to give M. Maximus your love. And check the membership section of YouTube for your ticket, because the after party is happening right fucking now. And anything else pop up? Boom, 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 boom. Vernigan, $10. You didn't say nothing, and you ain't got to. You rock, Vernigan. Good to see you tonight. I appreciate you, and I hope you come hang out with us at tonight's after party. And all right, I hope I didn't miss any. If anybody sent me something big and I missed it, please forgive me. Somebody will tell me, and then I'll read it on the next show if I forgot one. So don't think that you are not appreciated. But Swagger Cat gave me 50. BBC gave me 100. I got all kinds of good shit tonight. So a whole bunch of generosity tonight. Got a 250. Man, just all kinds of stuff. You guys are so generous, and it's very much appreciated. So, all right, folks, I'm going to be back Monday, day after tomorrow. No, not true. Day after the day after tomorrow. I can tell time. So be sure to tune in. Mark it on your calendars. We're going to do what we do again on Monday and kill it. Until then, let's play a quick song. We're going to play God is Dead, an original song by Dusty Smith. And then we're going to have a little kitty party here. All right, mofos, who wants some treats?
Lost in the fog, gasoline and fire burning to the ground. Concrete and dust, ice cold smile, watch it all burn down. God is dead.
After party coming up next.
If you could be anywhere right now, bet you wish you were in that field with the horses. Buttercup smile when it all burns down, hide it in a field of green with the noises. God is dead. God is dead. God is dead. God is dead. Plastic flowers and diamonds. I bet you wish that you never lied to me. Better than roses and violence. I bet you wish that you'd seen the other side of me. Darling, I know. I bet you wish that you never lied to me. Just let it go. I bet you wish that you'd see the other side of me.
Switch over now.
Good night, everybody.